Sup nerds, you just clicked on a video. You want to know how I know you clicked on a video? Because you're thinking three things right now. First of all, you're thinking, what the shit, RC? Where have you been? Why have you not uploaded since September? Why are you not uploading a video game right now? Number two, you're thinking, holy shit, you look really tired. And number three, you're thinking, wow, RC is one handsome silver fox. Now we're going to deal with these questions in descending order. First of all, thank you. Second of all, yes, I am tired. It's like 2:45 in the morning and I did work tonight. And number three is actually the point of this video. So before we get any further, I do have to give a disclaimer. I don't normally do videos like this. You guys know that. So I'm not very good at them. So a lot of times I'm probably not even going to be looking at the camera because I have this video readout that I tend to accidentally look down at. Sometimes I'm going to be talking to that. It's going to look like I'm talking under you. I'm sure you'll be okay. And second, there's going to be a lot of cuts because I stumble over my words. My thoughts are all over the place. I don't have a script. You guys know I don't write scripts for things. When I do, just talk. So they're going to be all over the place, but I'll try to put it into like a cohesive video for you guys to watch. We're going to try and keep the length down a little bit as well. But let's get right into what's going on here. So this is where I've been since September. If you guys remember early September or mid-September or so, I was streaming I think 3 weeks total on YouTube right before I kind of went radio silent. During those 3 weeks, I talked about how I was going to be making the move to Twitch, that I was kind of unhappy with what was going on with YouTube. I was still making videos now and then, but most of the time they were just VODs from, you know, the streams on YouTube and on Twitch. As you can see up here, I'm not logged in. Now, it may not seem like a problem, but it is a big problem because I'm actually locked out of my account, which is why I've been streaming on YouTube for the last I think since March 2nd or whatever. I'm locked out of my account because I'm an idiot and I changed my password. Now, that seems like something that you're supposed to do, right? Well, I'm kind of in a weird financial funk at the moment, and having to make some cutbacks, the least important thing that I thought was the first to go, which was my phone, my cell phone. I've got this guy, no service at the moment, works on Wi-Fi, but that's about it. I can't receive calls or texts. Well, I'm an affiliate on Twitch, which means that I have to use two-factor authentication. So I have to put in my password and then I get a text with like a code that I put in with that. Well, I can't receive that text, which means that I can't log into my account. Twitch support, I sent a ticket. They sent me an automated response that was like, oh, you can't get into your account. Well, maybe you should change your password. And I'm like, God damn it. That's what got me into this mess. And I replied, they were like, you know, we need more information, reply to this. And they haven't gotten back to me since. That was on March 2nd. I've tweeted several passive aggressive things at Twitch support, and I always get the we don't give support on the Twitch support Twitter account, and I'm like, well, what the hell's the point? But I'm still waiting on a response for those guys. The only other thing that I can do to fix this situation is actually pay the phone bill. Unfortunately, because I let it go for several months, it is a giant amount that I cannot afford at the moment. There's a lot of things that have happened. If you've caught any of my streams within the last few months, you know that I recently had a kidney stone, had to go to the hospital for that. So I've got big American hospital bills for that. My car all but exploded, or would have had I continued driving it. So I had to ditch that, buy a new car. So I'm paying on that. I also, it's, you know, I'm a bartender. The seasons, sometimes you just don't make a lot of money. I'm making enough money to live, but not to have luxuries like a cell phone, apparently. So until I can get that sorted out, Twitch is not a thing. So because Twitch is not a thing, I've been streaming on YouTube for the last, I guess actually since March 2nd, since all this stuff went down. So to address another concern that I've gotten from a lot of people. I've gotten a lot of messages from you guys, which I think is great. I think that it's awesome that you guys are wondering where I am and whatnot. But I've also gotten messages from like people in the Twitch chat who show up and they're like, hey man, I recently subscribed, just wondering if you're still doing videos. So here's the deal with that. And this is the worst part. So that day, the day that all this shit went down, or the day before all this shit went down, I was at work and I was thinking, you know what? It'd be really cool if I started making regular videos again. I got to do something because people aren't really showing up to the streams anymore since I stopped streaming Elite. I've got to do something. I got to start making videos again. So I had a cocktail napkin. I was writing out all kinds of plans and outlines. I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to start making videos again. I got home and this guy, who is actually the heart of this channel, this is the editing and rendering laptop. It's a brick. It is an expensive paperweight. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got to be a hardware thing, probably the hard drive or something. I don't know. It's probably not that expensive to fix, but it's outside of my budget at the moment. So that kind of threw a kink in everything. It blew the wind out of my sails, and I was like, that entire night and the entire next day, all I was doing was trying to get a hold of, I was Googling things and trying to get a hold of the manufacturer and all kinds of tech support things, watching thousands of different YouTube videos on my problem that all said the same thing, that doesn't work. Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's a hardware thing, but that's where I am now. So all I've got is my rig, my gaming rig. Now, I never wanted to record to the rig, and I didn't want to use the rig for editing and rendering because it's strain. I wouldn't be able to play like and continue to record while I was rendering, things like that. And also my, I use some pretty decently expensive video editing software that I don't have anymore, so I can't just transfer onto this. So Dave, who is one of the Insomniacs, the kidnapped one, who if you're part of the Discord, you know that he is pretty active there. Speaking of, before we move on, if you're not part of the Discord, and I know that a lot of you newer subscribers probably aren't, the link to that is down in the description. I'd love to see you on the Discord. Can talk and hang out and whatever. But he hooked me up, and I say hooked me up, but it's kind of weird because it's free software, but he hooked me up with some free video editing software that I just have to learn. Like, I haven't sat down with it and learned it yet. That's kind of one of the points of this video, is it's kind of a guinea pig for me to learn this editing software. And once I get that all up and running, I'll start doing videos again. But that is kind of the current state of the channel. I need to get something. I don't particularly like streaming on YouTube, but that's what I'm doing now. Pretty much daily, kind of maybe every other day or so. If you guys have been wondering where I am, that's where I am. Pop in, even if it's not a game that you're particularly interested in. You can come in and hang out. We can talk, whatever. But I don't particularly like streaming on YouTube. I think that Twitch is a better platform. Also, because I'm an affiliate, I have subscribers on Twitch. Now, the subscribers, if you're not aware, subscribers on Twitch are a little bit different than YouTube. Subscribers on Twitch actually pay to subscribe, which means that, they're paying to support the channel. I feel really bad because it's been almost a month that I've been locked out of my Twitch account, so those subscribers aren't getting what they're paying for. Like I said, I've sent all kinds of passive-aggressive tweets to Twitch support. I've sent many, many emails that were not passive-aggressive because, in the email I kind of want to get my support, but they're not getting back to me. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to fix this situation is pay the phone bill, which again is outside of my budget at the moment. But what that means for YouTube is that, yes, as soon as I figure this stuff out, I'll be making videos again. Now, I know that a long time ago when I set this up and the Patreon. Now remember, I set this up because somebody kind of asked me if I could. Somebody was, and I was like, I don't have a Patreon, I don't really care. But some of you guys kind of asked me to do it, and I did it, and you guys have been really cool about it. But here is the Patreon. Look, I said that I wasn't going to talk about this a while back. Like, I talked about it when I set it up, and I was like, that's all I'm going to say. But it kind of warrants a little bit of talking about, because I've changed it up a little bit. So I used to have all these stupid reward tiers that honestly were kind of pretentious and stupid. I don't like them. So I switched it. So to be honest, guys, and if you want to support the channel, you want to help me out, pop on over to this this Patreon, whatever you want to call it. This is the guy, guys. $1 a month. Don't go any higher than that. I mean, there's some of you that already are, and that's the only reason I've left these tiers up, is because you're already in them. If you want to I don't know what they call them, sub, pledge, whatever. You want to drop, those of you that are on these higher tiers, if you want to drop down to one of these two, I am totally not going to hold it against you, because to be honest, like it says right here, this is probably the one that you should select. Look, here's the deal, guys. I don't like the idea of begging for money. I never have, which is why I set up this Patreon, and then I talked about it in 1 or 2 videos, and then I kind of forgot about it. Now, I absolutely appreciate everybody that's pledged over the course of this thing being up. Some of you have you know, pledged for a month or 2 and then, you know, dropped it. It's really cool. The point is, it's there if you want to help out, even $1. Like, if enough of you, like the $1 thing, I even say it here somewhere, it doesn't seem like much, but if enough people that are subscribed or enjoy my content and want to help out pledge that $1 tier, it'll add up and it'll fix things. I don't know. It's very weird for me to talk about this because I'm not that type of guy. I feel bad, but I figured it was at least worth mentioning. So beyond that, guys, I mean, I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk with you guys and tell you what's up. I'm not sure when I'm going to get back to making a regular series. I think that if I were to get back to making a regular series, it would probably be something old school. I know that a lot of people have been talking about Duskers lately. Fire and Fire is one of the guys that has been supporting me nonstop this entire time. Fire, you're awesome. Scar, you're awesome. You guys have both been kind of mentioning Duskers. I was talking with Fire about how it'd be really cool if I did, like, because look, if I go back to Duskers, I'm going to suck. I'm going to be terrible at it because I haven't played it in forever. But I was thinking, we were kind of thinking that might be a little funny, me going back, starting over, and just bumbling through it. So I might do a Duskers series. I definitely want to do an Elite series. The problem with Elite at the moment is that I logged in to try and stream it, and all of my keybinds were gone. I don't know if it's because I haven't played in so long and there's been, you know, 2 or 3 patches or whatever. Maybe it screwed with my keybinds. I don't know. So I'm going to have to get in there. And I used to have all kinds of, you know, ridiculous keybinds and macros, and I was using voice attack for a whole bunch of things, so I didn't have keybinds for a lot of things because I was using voice attack. I'd have to remember all of my voice commands and things like that. But I really do want to get back to Elite because there's, I mean, Ash Poker and Fire have pretty much told me that I haven't really missed a lot, but I'm sure that I've missed some stuff. I think that my Asp Explorer at the moment is sitting in Obsidian Orbital. I think that somebody said something about Maya being kind of a bad place at the moment because of Thargoids and whatnot. I don't know. Like, the point is, there are things that I want to get back into with regular uploads and things. Also, there's a lot of games that I've been playing. Monster Hunter World is awesome. I've been streaming that a lot. I obviously stream all of my raids in Final Fantasy 14. I know that not a lot of people enjoy watching Final Fantasy 14 because we're always doing the same shit over and over and over, but it's progression static. If you know anything about MMOs and progression, you know that you sit there for hours doing the same thing until you get it right. It might not be the best thing to watch if you're looking for gameplay, but I'm always there. We can talk, hang out. There are a couple games I really want to get into Sea of Thieves, but I don't think that well, first of all, I don't have a Windows 10 machine, and it's on Xbox One and Windows 10. So I'd have to get an Xbox One, but I did just find out tonight that it is cross-platform, so we'll see. I know that Josh, one of the other Insomniacs, has been asking me if I was going to get it because we talked about it a while back. I think that would be really cool. Sea of Thieves is a cool game. I really want to play it. There's a lot of things, a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, majority of the content that's going to be coming out is going to be old stuff because I don't have the funds to buy new stuff. And I hate talking about this because it sounds like I'm begging, and I guess maybe I kind of am, but I don't want to. But I'm in a rut at the moment. Anyway, look, I've taken up enough of your time. I did say that it was going to be kind of short. I don't know how long it's going to be because I didn't set any kind of timer or anything like that. Also, talking like this, making this kind of video is kind of making me a little uncomfortable. So I think I'm going to end it here. So to recap, guys, listen, I didn't go anywhere. Sort of. I mean, I went somewhere, but I was still doing the same thing. I guess that maybe I expected more people to follow me to Twitch, but that didn't really happen. I know that a lot of times people will come into the chats when I'm streaming on YouTube and be like, where have you been? And I'll be like, oh, I've been on Twitch. I'm like, oh shit, I'll follow you on Twitch. So that leads me to believe that a lot of people just maybe didn't know. So I don't want you guys to think that I abandoned you or the channel. I just moved to Twitch. But now I'm back because of a stupid oversight on my part. But to be honest, ideally, I would still be on Twitch. So once I get that fixed, that'll be the thing. Also, with this video format right here, I think that when I'm able to start doing regular uploads again, I probably should do this with you guys now and then to give you an idea of what's going on and maybe do like a monthly update video or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys let me know. Do you want to see more stuff like this? Did you even sit through it all? That kind of thing. Did I turn you off with the whole Patreon thing? Again, I feel really bad, but it's the quickest way to get everything fixed at the moment. And again, if you are going to go pledge, don't pledge more than $1 or $2, guys. I'm going to feel really bad. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. You guys take it easy. I'm out this piece, and stay awesome. See you later.